Good morning and welcome. Today we're going to be doing a morning yoga practice for when you just wake up on those Monday mornings and you need that energy for the entire week. You want that upbeat energy, you want everything to be working out, and you want to achieve all of your goals because that's completely possible. So let's start seated and let's just ground for a moment. Really feeling into your sitting bones. Take your circle with your hips and with your chest. Feel what it feels like to be in your body. And then come to center. Now we're going to breathe deeply. So we're going to expand our belly. Watch it inflate like a balloon. Once our belly is fully expanded, we're going to breathe into our chest and our heart. And then we're going to exhale through our mouth. So breathing in through our nose, filling our belly. Now the breath, fill your heart and chest. And exhale. And continue on your own pace. This morning we are filming from Sydney, Australia, with the beautiful wildlife in the background that you'll be able to hear. The sun is just rising and it is a Monday morning, so I know the exact energy that we are calling in. Continue with those breaths. We'll stay here for 3 more. Amazing. And bring your hands above your head, linking the fingers together, then placing the palms to the sky. Really stretch out your back. Bring your gaze up to look at your hands. And on your exhale, release. Coming over to tabletop. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And we're going to start with cat-cow. So rolling the spine, bringing your gaze upwards. Exhaling. Curving the spine, bringing your gaze between your legs. Bringing your chin to your chest. Stay here for a full round of breath. And on your exhale, change. Curving upwards. And on your exhales, continue to change from one to the other. Breathe into wherever you feel tightness and tension. And don't put yourself in any pain, so just go to that edge where you can feel the discomfort, but you're not in discomfort. Notice with each breath and with each roll, your body's getting more and more energized. And start to repeat the affirmation, I am given tasks that I am capable of doing. This week is simple, this week is easy, this week is fun. This week is simple, this week is easy, this week is fun. And final round. Then we're going to come back to the neutral tabletop. Bring our hands outward slightly, thumbs facing forward. And then tuck our toes, coming into our first downward dog of the day. Notice that you may be a bit stiff, and that's okay. We're going to push one heel into the ground and release the other leg, just kind of working out our calves and our shoulders, bringing them away from our ears. Just feeling into what feels right in your body. This is your practice after all. Dipping the chest towards your knees, and if it's more comfortable, just keep a bend in your knees at this stage. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be doing it. And on your inhale, step or hop up to the top of the mat. Coming into a forward fold, again keeping that bend in your knees and just laying your belly on top of your calves. Shake out your head. Yes, no. And breathing deeply. Slowly come up to a half lift, hands on your calves. And then again, lifting up to Tadasana or standing pose. Breathe deeply, bring your hands above your head. Link your hands, palms to the sky, gaze to your hands. And now on your exhale, you're going to drop your arms, allowing them to hit your side body. So inhale and then exhale. Changes the energy, it wakes up the legs, it wakes up the hands. Now we're just going to do a bit of a shake. So shaking from the legs, keeping them, I like them a little wider than hip width. Shaking your legs one at a time, the hands. Get that whole body moving. Whole body energized. We're releasing any energy that doesn't serve us anymore, so we can live in the present. We release our trapped energy. We're releasing all of our trapped emotions as well. So it doesn't matter how silly you look, just start shaking. Maybe waving, whatever feels right. You're going to be here for another minute, so don't lose momentum. Keep it up. And final 10 seconds. It's better than your morning coffee. And final. Now sitting in that stillness, standing in that stillness, with all of the energy you just created being around you, all of the energy you just released, allowing space for you to call in what you want. And this week we want balance, we want fun, joy, accomplishment, and abundance. So, now coming back to the top of your mat, hands above your head, and this time hands into prayer position, swan dive forward, forward fold, bend to the knees if you'd like, step or hop back into plank, drop the knees if you need to, chaturanga, up to up dog, and then tuck the toes for downward facing dog. Notice already how much better your downward dog is, just after shaking and after trying it once. There is nothing you can't do. Just there are a few things you can't do the first time. So keep breathing deeply. Pushing your heels towards the ground, your hips towards the sky. And on your next exhale, step or hop up to the top of the mat. Slowly bringing yourself back up to standing. Do that again. Inhale. Forward fold. Step or hop back. Drop the knees if you need to. Chaturanga to up dog. Tucking into downward facing dog. Putting in a little bit of stretching again if you need to. Noticing where your personal blocks are. Breathing into those and making your own adjustments. You can even do some shaking in downward dog by just tapping your heels up and down. I find this to really release the calf muscles. And in the calves is where it is said that we store our unprocessed trauma. So, stretching those out, allowing any sensation that needs to come out to come out. Taking one final breath. And exhale, step or hop up to the top of the mat. Slowly coming to standing. And we'll go through that sequence one more time. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Step or hop back. Chaturanga. Tugging into downward dog. This time focusing on bringing your chest to your knees, your shoulders away from your ears, and pulling your hips up ever higher to the sky. Then inhale, bringing your left foot forward, grounding your right foot backwards, heel to arch alignment, keeping your front foot at a 90 degree, coming up into warrior two. Hands out, gaze following your front middle finger. Inhale, tip backwards, avoiding the knee area. Then exhale, coming forward, resting your front elbow on your knee, bringing your right arm overhead. You're welcome to take a bind behind your back, coming onto that front thigh if that's better. Open your chest. And continue repeating, this is simple, this is easy, this is fun. Unbind. And then we'll take that backwards. Twist again. And then forward one final time. Ground your hands around your front foot. Kick off the back foot into triangle pose. Keeping your neck relaxed. And then slowly stepping your back foot up into forward fold. Half lift. Then back to standing. I'm going to step our left foot backwards. Heel to arch alignment, front leg 90 degrees, bringing your arms out. Inhale, tip backwards. Exhale, coming forward, keeping your hips and lower completely stable as we do so. Again, welcoming you to take that bind, open that chest space even more. Finding love for what you do this week. Right now, I want you to say 3 things that you love about your job. the flexibility, the time, the people, the impact. Now exhale, coming backwards. And final, coming forward again. Ground your hands around your front foot and step your back foot slightly forward, coming into triangle pose, keeping your hips aligned and straight forward. Relaxing the neck before stepping back into a forward fold. Now we're going to come to a seated pose. We're going to do a Kriya for victory for the week. But before we do this, we need to think of one challenge that we'll have this week. Make it simple, make it short. Whatever it is, now think of a plan of if you experience that challenge, which let's try and make it an internal challenge, then we will do something else. So for me, what came to mind was if I feel overwhelmed with multiple platforms, I'll focus on one until it's completely done and prepared for the month, and then go to the next. Because for me, batching content and putting that on multiple platforms, it's a little overwhelming. So that's how I'm going to calm myself. I'm just going to focus on one. If that gets overwhelming, I focus on one. What's yours? I'd love you to leave it below in the comments afterwards, but now that we know our problem, let's create victory for it. We've already got our if-then plan. So what we're going to do is a victory Kriya, which is usually done for 11 minutes. So this is getting you off so easily. What we're going to do is just stay seated. We're going to bring our hands above our head at a 45-degree angle and then tuck all of our fingers in, just giving the world a thumbs up. When we're doing this, we're going to breathe into our heart space again. Just really feeling that area expand, maybe imagining a gold light in this area. And then we can also breathe deeply, feeling our belly still, but just putting all of our intention into our heart space. So we're only going to do this for a short period of time, a couple of minutes. So let's get started, and then you can get on with your day and on with your week. Thumbs up. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Breathe into your heart space. And start to notice any stories that are coming up, because that is your ego. Your ego is telling you sometimes that you can't do it because some things feel unsafe. But the truth is, you are capable of way more than you imagine. You are capable of infinite things. Your energy is boundless. So notice if your ego says stop. If it says, no one's going to know that you stopped. You're doing your best and this really hurts. Also, if you do have a shoulder injury, you should probably not actually do this one. So I'm sorry. Or you can lower your arms slightly, but that is the only reason that you cannot do it. If you don't have a shoulder injury, then there is no excuse. When it sometimes feels like too much, you can ask a higher power, if you believe in that, to help take the weight off, to hold your arms up. But you are unstoppable. And you say what you are going to do, and you do it. So there is no way you are letting your arms down today. You're already halfway there. You don't quit when it's just in the end zone. This is where you dig deep. You breathe and you find love for what you are doing, because this is simple. This is easy. And this is fun. Say it with me. This is simple. This is easy. This is fun. One more time. This is simple. This is easy. This is fun. Now breathe and connect to your heart again, feeling it expand with every breath, every minute. Final 15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Shake out your arms. Do whatever feels right for you. Maybe your neck needs a bit of a shake as well. Now what we're going to do is just sit, breathe deeply, find gratitude for ourselves now. And I want you to say 3 things that you love about yourself, mentally or physically. You are all of those things. You're incredible. Now to close our practice today, placing your hands in a prayer position, taking a deep breath, and on our exhale, we'll let out an together. So breathing in, Amazing. Thank you so much for turning up for yourself today. You were so incredible. And remember, this week, this is simple, this is easy, this is fun.